Oh, yeah.
It was 1950 in the cold and rain when my father took me to my very first game. Said the Browns are gonna show you how the game is played. Here we go again.
Browns are going to show you how the game's played.
54, 55, 64. You can find the trophy on the old age shore. Now the orange and brown coming back for more. Here we go again. I said, here we go again.
Take your time.
Cleveland Browns and it's 1st and 10. So get on your feet and let the games begin. 'Cause here we go again. Well, we all got memories of
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name's Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
I'm Erik Wheeler.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Go Browns, hit him with it.
Hit him with it. Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
Here we go again. On this week's episode, we have Erik Wheeler in the studio. We are going to taste Teremana Tequila from Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's got his own tequila now. We're going to taste a couple different Truly products. We've got some iced tea bangers and some little freeze pops.
Ooh,
The freeze pops got the booze in them. And then we're going to eat a little bit about the kickoff of the NFL season coming up here. It actually starts tonight while we're recording this, but the Browns aren't on, so fuck it, right? And then we're going to continue on with some stunning conversation that you come to expect from a damn good time.
That's it.
That's it. That's the intro.
I like it.
Yeah,
That is the... and if you've never seen the video to this Brown song, and I don't know if there's any other Brown song besides maybe you could play Machine Gun Kelly, Bitchin' from the Land.
I feel like that got stapled more the whole Cavs run, you know.
I mean, that's still Cleveland pride.
Yeah.
That's more 2016 centric, I think, for the Cavs. But, I think this is the Browns theme song.
Yeah.
Which kind of fits the way the team has played for the last 21 years. So
Came out in 1998.
right before kickoff.
Yeah.
I mean, how many teams have a good theme song? That's what I want to know. Like NFL.
I'm sure you could name them for your own favorite team or your own favorite city, but since the Browns is ours, we know this one. Actually, I didn't even know this one until Erik Wheeler brought it up today.
Yeah, I think that again it's probably more regional, but of course everybody knows the Washington, I guess, football team now. They have the Hog Band. They have a theme song they play. Everybody knows the Steelers. Here we go Steelers. We don't want to talk about those animals.
I don't pay attention to them. So.
And the Packers have one, but for the most part, they're not very well known.
Yeah, they're not done by Michael Stanley.
No.
Michael Stanley and the Cleveland Browns All-Star Band, and they don't have cameos in the video from Drew Carey and like a bunch of other famous people and shit. So
every B-list celebrity they can find from Cleveland.
Yeah, it's gold. Look up. Here we go again by Michael Stanley and the Cleveland Browns All-Star Band. You can find it on YouTube right after you watch our videos, of course. You want to check us out first.
Yeah, us first. Us first.
But so got Mr. Wheeler in the studio with us today.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It was kind of short notice. We had a cancellation, and I always feel weird. Like, we always wanted to plan on having you on, but it was just like last minute. So thanks for canceling your big plans for tonight.
Sometimes you need a backup quarterback, right? You see somebody to come in and fit the bill. I mean, I'm here just not to screw things up. So,
right. Well, hey, man, a small price you have to pay to become internet famous.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
This is your internet debut to be a YouTube personality and be as famous as we are.
Hey, big shoes to fill over here. So,
talking to a whole 60 people right now. So
yes,
it's big time. It's big time. All right.
Appreciate this man.
Hey, this might be the one that zooms us. So
that's true.
There we go.
You might make us famous.
Hey.
We might have to give you money for coming on the show. Like, holy shit, that one went viral.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be invited back again.
Regular third now is Erik Wheeler.
Or then you'll just start your own podcast and be like, fuck you guys, I'm not gonna be your guest. You're gonna be my guest. I made you famous. So, first question I got to ask you is, tell the viewers how you know us. When did you first come in contact with us, with either me or Cody, or how did this start?
Okay, so I've known Cody for a really long time. I moved to New Philly like 1997. So I was a little bit older at the time. I was 15, 16 years old, and I actually became friends with Cody's brothers, Derek and Brady.
Yeah,
and I went to school with Derek, Buckeye, and that, and these guys always used to go down to a place called The Point.
Yeah,
down by where Cody's mom lived, and
catfish.
We go down there, do a little fishing, just hang out, whatever.
Yeah.
And I met Cody back when he was a young buck. He's probably 13-year-old, something,
just a little guy,
something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we hung out over the years. We lost touch for a while, and I don't know, 5-6 years ago, probably now. You lived right by me on the east side up here. And I run into you at the Red Onion. I remember that actually. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I live over on the east side. Like, I live on the east side.
Good old Red
Onion. Where are you at? I think you were, I don't know, 2 blocks over or something. Wasn't too far. We're like, oh, hell, we should be hanging out then. What's going on? I used to run over to the house there, and we'd smoke cigars and stuff out in the garage. So how's that, Steve? I met you through Cody.
Yeah.
Just the lighthouse and hanging. I remember going to
that fun shit.
Going to a cabin out there at Atwood. We were partying for a couple days, and Jens come out one time and had crawfish. It's my first experience with crawfish there, And I'm not saying I'd ever have it again, but trying different things. I mean, you guys are always good for stuff like that. So,
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of so best friends with my brother Brady.
Yeah,
and it was one of those things, as we got older, it was just kind of like, we never really hung out before that, but he was always hanging out with Brady and stuff like that. So Brady, him and Brady be hanging out, and I just come meet Brady. Brady invite me somewhere.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, what's up, Eric? And he's like, oh, I live right down the road from me. And we're like, oh, we should be hanging out. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll come over anytime. So then I started inviting him over, and he started coming over. That's right when you're meeting your wife, too.
That's true.
Yep.
And all the things that came with that.
Yeah. Those were fun.
We won't talk about those.
Yeah, those were fun times. Yeah.
But, that, and it's a blossom relationship. He's still best friends with my brother, and now we're best friends, and now he's best friends with Adam's boys. That's it.
Fucking A, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A, right. Who isn't best friends with the Adams boys, though, honestly?
They're easy to be best friends with.
Yes.
I mean, if you don't like us, you're pretty much just a piece of shit.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. If you're not best friends with the Adams boys, go fuck yourself. And then, so we mentioned your wife. You're married.
Yes.
How long now?
Gosh, 7 years.
Yeah,
7 years.
That's a good long time.
Yep, 7 years. We have 3 kids.
Yeah. Got the kidders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep us busy.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. So, we got a first grade daughter and one that just started preschool over here. So my wife's enjoying her newfound freedom.
Yeah, for sure.
To say, she was a little upset at first taking the preschooler to school, but now she's finding some time during the day. So
oh yeah, she's gonna hate summer breaks and love when they go back to school now. That's what I've learned from getting them in and out of school and shit all the time. It's like wait, they're all out of the house now from this time to this time. Like this is awesome.
Freedom, baby.
Yeah. It's like I can actually do chores without having to fuck with them all the time.
Yeah, they're not right there all the time. We love our kids. We're not saying that, but
that's not what I'm saying either. But
I'm gonna throw this out here, by the way, boys.
Throw it.
I'm 11 days out.
11.
Dun dun dun.
2 babies right now. So I don't know how next week's going to go down. Steve might have to replace me, have a little co-star, extra like a little somebody else. Possibly I'll be on. I don't know. So I'm just throwing that out. That'll be that'll be 7 days out.
We got to do the math over here.
When this airs, when you're listening to this, it's 7. It's a fucking week, bro.
It'll be a week out. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So we're scheduled. Babies come out on the 20th. But if they don't come out on the 20th, they're coming out on the 20th. So, yeah.
That's the do or die moment.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it might be, I might get replaced for a week or 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can make it, but if not,
If not, and if we can't find anybody that wants to be on, it'll just be me here talking to you. You probably don't want that.
No, nobody wants that.
You probably don't want that.
Or Steve's gonna have to pack. We're gonna pack the gear up, and we're gonna shoot a new location.
Pack it up.
We're gonna shoot a new location. We'll shoot at my house.
Yeah.
We'll shoot on the boat.
The baby special. Yeah, we could probably shoot on the boat.
Hey, we'll give it a shot. You know,
We've always talked about it. As long as if we don't show up to Boaters Beach, we just have to like find a cove where there's not a bunch of drunk idiots hanging around us and shit. But yeah, we do a boat episode.
You guys could start taking it remote.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all this shit packs up in a fun little tote over there. So
yeah. I think Eric was like, he saw that one tote, and I started unpacking everything. And he was like, "Oh, this isn't." It's like, this looks professional, but he's like, it's really not that much stuff.
it's modular.
To be honest, yeah.
It's modular.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of interesting because if you just watch it on YouTube,
Yeah.
you don't, you see the mics,
Yeah.
but you don't realize the whole setup with the the lighting and
Mm-hmm.
and just actually the work that goes into this, even with the sound check and making sure things sound right. Just as
Yeah.
a novice, anyways, you don't see that. So.
Well, when we were first novices, we forgot to do sound checks and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the checks we do now are because of our past follies. So
The growing pains.
the growing pains, but yeah, man, I feel like it's coming together. Good. Now we have an all-star on here to make us famous and shit. So
well, like I said, I'll do my best.
it's gonna be fucking awesome when we go viral because of this man.
With his Golden Tee golf shirt on.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah.
This man has
Yeah.
a full-blown arcade Golden Tee golf, like the professional thing, like the thing you can find at a bar.
Yeah.
Like the nicest one. Me and him like to play it a lot. We started figuring stuff out. Now this man's hitting home ones like it's nobody's business. He might go pro circuit. I don't know.
I'm up to 18, 19 under par now.
Yeah.
If I don't have too many drinks before. I was feeling pretty good about that. Then I made the mistake of looking up on Golden Tee's website, what actually par is for the professionals.
Yeah.
Minus 32, minus 33.
You're halfway there. You're over halfway there.
From where we started, I mean, we've really come up the ladder and improved.
You started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
But I feel pretty good about it. I mean, who the hell needs to golf in real life and do something physical? You can just sit in your basement in the dark and just hit the trackball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but that's something you can do just like online playing Call of Duty or whatever. You can come up in ranks and like be like top player and shit. Do
Yep.
they ever do any kind of tournaments for money and stuff?
Well,
too?
they have the tournaments. Honestly, I haven't tried to do that because I'm just not to that point to where you put money in the tournaments, and it's small. It's like $4.95 a tournament.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just donating $4.95.
$4.95 or
To win.
$4.95?
No, $4.95.
Okay.
And you win.
Yeah.
You win
Yeah.
like $200.
Yeah, it's like
Fuck,
$200, something like that. But it just. I know I'm going to donate that money anyways. I'm not to that point.
Yeah, and you're out $5, and you probably had a damn good time.
That's right. Hey, that's what it's all about.
We've been playing
Damn
that
good
game for like a year. Me stopping over on like Wednesdays or something. Like to stop over and just hang out for a couple hours, and we'd play the game. And we're finally like the other night, we finally had an epiphany. Like, oh, this is how it works on like a backstroke or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how it actually works. Now we figured it out, and now it's just made it like
It
easy.
just clicks.
Yeah,
I'd always be +3, +4, and now I was shooting -6. So then that made Eric, now he's like -16. So
Damn, bub.
We're figuring out the wind and the backspin and all just all the ancillary things that go
mechanics.
into it. But
Now it's like, is that one of those games where you can, the more you level up, you get better clubs and stuff, or can you buy in? Can you pay to win? Like a lot of new video games anymore, you put money into it to buy the better clubs and buy like you use a special ball or some bullshit. Like, does that have that scope to it, or?
you can buy just accessories, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a Fortnite thing.
Clothes
you can buy
and
different
stuff,
things.
but-
Oh, like
if you want to
different
if you want to get like a tracker for your ball or something,
Okay.
when you're hitting, you can do that. But on the home edition, everything's unlocked already,
Okay.
which they should do that with the
Yeah.
for what it is. But
Yeah.
I think
For what you got into it, yes.
I think that the main goal here is that we just got to get good enough playing this so we can go to B-dubs. And I saw that the
Hustle people.
the Y Tavern in Tusky has the game.
Yeah.
We'll just go in there. We'll play a couple games looking like shit, and
Yeah.
we'll start hustling these young guys out of $5-10. Why not make it today? Maybe I'll quit my job.
That's what I thought when I bought that pool table over there. I'm like, I'm gonna get really good at pool, and I'm gonna do the bars and be an all-star. I still suck at pool. I still fucking suck, but oh, there I am. I'm clearing my throat and the fucking mic like goddamn amateur. Sorry.
So, anyways,
You want to get into a little Browns football?
let's just talk NFL in general. I think
Yeah, we got the NFL season.
it's
It's kicking off tonight.
It's opening game tonight.
Who's playing tonight?
Finally, it's Dallas at Tampa Bay. So they always have the Super Bowl champion playing on Thursday night to open the season. And the Cowboys is a good pick, right? Because America's team, allegedly.
Yeah.
So,
From what I understand, most anybody outside of Texas fucking hates the Cowboys.
Pretty much. There's a bunch of Cowboys fans in Harrison County, where I'm originally from.
including your
Which
wife, right?
is she was a Cowboys fan, but then
she's getting converted.
She got an education. Now she's a Browns fan. But
She got an education.
I don't know where that came from. I mean, they were good in the 70s, and maybe if you didn't like the Steelers because the Cowboys was their big rival, then maybe you became a Dallas fan. But
Yeah.
I don't understand that. No, I mean should be a good game tonight. Probably a lot of points if I had to guess. Now watch, it'll probably be 10-0 or something. But
What was the spread on this game?
Bucks
had to have.
you know what? The Bucks are favored. It was floating. The total is around 50.5, so that's a lot of points for an NFL game.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means.
Okay, so the spread is Tampa favored by 9 right now.
It says
Which
negative
means-
9, so that means that
Yeah, so if you are the favorite, you have the minus by it.
okay.
That means that you have to win by 9
9
points in order
points.
to cash your bet.
Yeah.
right.
So heavy favorite. That's a lot for an NFL game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally you see 7, 3, a weird number like 8 because they want to make sure it's not, or like 10 because they want to make sure they just don't kick a touchdown. It's just weird stuff.
Right.
But,
In the NFL, for the most part, it's different from college. And I mean, if we're talking gambling, it's different just in the
What
sense
you
that
good
the teams, the teams are much more even,
Yeah.
right? Because you're professionals now. You don't have, like, say, for example, Ohio State, who are loaded with supreme talent, 5-star players, going against a Illinois, let's say, who, struggles to get 2-star guys.
right.
So you'll see big spreads for that. The NFL, very rarely do you see double digits. Usually it's between, 3 to 7 points, and it's very close. I mean, the people in Vegas, no doubt. I mean, they know what they're doing. The line is very close. I mean, barring injury or something, it's usually.
Does that change with a lot of bets coming in?
Oh yeah.
It can. Now,
They put it out and they see so many people betting on this and they're like, well, maybe we should tweak it a little bit because maybe we were dumb about it or something.
right. Right. Well, what they'll do is they'll just move it. It moves by half points.
Yeah.
And then, so you have key numbers when you bet NFL. It's 7 and 3. Those are the big ones. If they open up if you see something that opens up, let's say at 3, and it gets pushed down to 2.5, that tells you that there's big money coming on one side to move it off that number. Because most games end, we lost by a touchdown, we lost by a field goal, so they don't want to move off those numbers. But they're usually close.
And I've always listened to radio programs or different things where it says, so-and-so's, they got so-and-so winning by 9. But I've never actually looked up that. I'm like, why is it not minus? Does that mean that they should lose by 9? What's the... Do you understand why minus? Or I don't know.
Yeah, well, the minus just shows that they have to win by that much. So in theory, they're starting 9 points down. If you take the spread, because the spread is what the bookmaker's trying to do is make it even, right? Because you couldn't bet on it if you just bet
win versus
Tampa's
lose.
going to play Dallas tonight. Tampa has Tom Brady, and they just won the Super Bowl. They bring everybody back, and you have Dallas coming with Dak, who's coming back off catastrophic injury.
Yeah.
they're not going to make it even because it's going to be way too lopsided. You want to get money going both ways. So
Right.
the spread equalizes that. So they're saying that Tampa's 9 points better than Dallas when
Right.
Tampa's at home. So the -9 in theory would be if you looked at the score and if NBC had it, okay, up on the bottom there,
Right.
Dallas 0, Tampa -9.
Obviously,
Right.
Steve does not gamble.
No, I don't gamble sports.
And he's
at all.
talking to a semi-professional gambler over here. Let me give you a little bit about Eric, all right? So Eric, as he likes to call himself, idiot savant. The man, I've never seen anybody play trivia like this man, by the way.
Yeah.
He retains some of the information. I don't even know half the time. I don't even know half the time where it is in his head. But he retains information that's crazy. You need a trivia partner? That's your man right there.
Trivia boy.
I could do a little bit.
Now,
Jeopardy.
especially when it comes to sports, he knows everything from sports. Everything from sports. And then he also likes to gamble a bit on the horses. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't understand
That's-
horse gambling either.
Love the ponies.
He loves the ponies.
Ponies.
I got into
That's
with him.
the
I
passion.
tried to have him teach me a little bit. I got kind of a good grasp of it, but it's really rough. I mean, you want to talk about odds changing all the time? That's where odds change.
The ponies.
That's where money gets thrown around and the odds can go boom. I watched him change an odd with one bet. And I was like, huh?
Parimutuel betting, which
Parimutuel.
is for horses, and so you're not betting a bookmaker, you're actually betting you're gambling against other bettors, right?
Okay.
So the track doesn't move the line. The track gets a takeout no matter what it is. So like on a win bet, let's say it's 20% that the track's going to take, so they don't care what the odds are, but you're betting the money in the pool. So you're betting other people on what you think which horse is going to win, or your
Gotcha.
exotic plays, whatever you're going to do with that.
Gotcha, but I don't gotcha. Without getting too deep into that, I mean, we might lose some viewers or listeners depending on how deep we get into gambling and shit.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
I gotta ask you a big question that might be interested. Would you be willing to disclose the biggest bet you ever hit? What's the
most I ever made.
What's the biggest payout you got?
Okay, well, it's definitely ponies. Would have been the Pick 6 Gulf Stream, which is down in Miami. 26,000
Jesus,
on that.
holy moly!
And that's what's nice. I'm not going to keep talking about horse. I could talk about that all day.
Right,
I'm not going to do that. But what I love about the horses, and it's an old man's game. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
young people that like to
Right.
bet thoroughbred horse racing.
Right.
I grew up with it. I grew
Dogs
up
are
around
kind of the
horses.
same way, but dogs are
Right.
kind of more the lower class.
Right. Well, that and I think there's like 2 dog tracks running in the United States now. One's down here at Wheeling, actually,
Yeah.
but they've eliminated a bunch of them.
They don't run them up at Northfield anymore. Didn't they used to run them up here?
No, it's harness racing. It's
okay.
it's the horses that have the cart behind it.
Gotcha.
But I grew up with it, and I like the challenge of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I like betting against other people. I like the strategy that goes into figuring out which horses are the
That
speed
wasn't-
or past
yeah.
performances. So
That wasn't one race either.
no, that was 6 races in a row that you had to
Had to bet
hit.
on.
Oh, okay.
On the same track. So he had to hit in all 6 races. Like, that's what I never understood. I was like, he'd win, like, I'd be hanging out with him and he'd be like, he'd have to be like, oh, I gotta watch this race real quick. And I'm like, all right. And he'd win like number 3. He's like, I'm still in it. I'm like, what do you mean you're still in it? Like, your horse didn't win. He's like, no, my horse placed though, so it's fine. I'm on the next one. I'm like, okay. So like it's a continuational bet.
Yeah, it's
over multiple races.
for sports betting purposes. It almost like for football, it almost be like a parlay. So you have to hit each leg of
yeah, exactly.
Right.
100%.
the pick 6 or pick 5, whatever multi-race wager you're going to play.
So get that big payout. What was the risk versus reward? How much did you put up front?
For that one, it was $400 and some.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
huge,
for that.
dude.
For that. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
scared money don't make money.
Right.
I bet I do bet big.
Yeah.
Again, I should probably cut back on the horses as much as I do bet, but that's what I like to do.
But no,
I mean, I love the
that
sports
reward
betting,
versus
but-
the risk was fucking huge, though. Like,
well, that's what you're going for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have the stomach to be able
Yeah.
to put that money up and understand. Hey, if you lose it,
Well, every time he hits a big one, he'll sometimes tell me about it. I'm like, yeah, but did you break even for the year? He's like, well, I don't know.
Write them all down on a ledger. How you doing for the year? Total?
No, there's an Excel sheet for that.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that on here, But
Yeah, I mean, Karen might be watching.
yeah. Well,
Let's get back to football real quick and maybe a little away from batting. Obviously we're Browns fans, so we say the Browns are going to the Super Bowl. I haven't really paid too much attention to the preseason or how anybody didn't draft. I'm not that big of a football fan, but I like watching it through the thing. You being a bigger football fan, I'm pretty sure you're even bigger than me. What are you guys' predictions in the ways of maybe Super Bowl predictions? I know it's far out, but
I'm not going to come on a damn good time podcast and not pick the Browns.
yeah,
Obviously.
there's a lot of buzz about it.
Yeah, I have to take the Browns in the AFC.
Yeah,
The AFC is very strong this year. There's 4 or 5 teams. It is a little bit of a homerism. Things have to break your way in order to make that happen. And with Cleveland, it doesn't happen a lot of times. I mean, there's been a lot of heartbreak, and things don't seem to play out that way. But hey,
yeah,
why not this year?
After last season, we're on fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, yeah. After that playoff game last year, and the way the Browns beat the Steelers, that was unbelievable. That was probably a top 5 moment for me in my life between my kids being born and marrying my wife. There it is.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. That's perfect. So I'd say the Browns, and on the NFC, it's really going to be hard to go against Tampa. At this point, you're insane if you bet against Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
The guy gets to the Super Bowl every year.
He's got more rings to himself than any football franchise does, right?
He does. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
It's insane.
It's unbelievable. And, for him to go to a new team and they struggled a lot of the year and they get in the playoffs and boom. You can't bet against Tom Brady.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm sure Belichick loved that.
Yeah.
He loved that.
Yeah. I'm surprised Belichick didn't just hang up and have a heart attack and shit. Like,
Kansas City going to be tough as nails.
Oh, 100%.
Mahomes is just, how do you control that guy? You hurt him. That's how you control him. Then we still lost him.
Yeah.
So,
they're the perfect storm, right? Because they not only have the quarterback, but they have a very good coach and, put him in the right situations.
Right.
Have you looked in the season enough to give a prediction on our record?
Oh my God, 17-0.
17-0.
Yeah, baby.
You heard it here first on a Damn Good Time podcast. Browns are going 17-0. Woo!
We'll take it. I would say, I'm 12-5.
Yeah.
12-5. You're always going to win some games that it looks like on paper that you shouldn't win, and then you're going to lose some. You're going to scratch your head and say, "What was that?
How the fuck did we?
What was that?" Yeah. So there'll be situations, and you'll have injuries, and God forbid no COVID issues or anything.
Right.
So
because that's still a fucking thing.
Yep. 12-5 will get you in the dance, and then you see what happens.
Right. What's your prediction on the weekend?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What's your predictions on this weekend? So I did slur that a little bit.
Oh.
What are we doing against the Chiefs?
They have to score a lot of points. 40-35.
With us winning?
Us winning. Oh, 100%.
What do you think, Code?
Everybody's healthy right now.
Everybody's healthy.
I don't think we have anybody out.
Then I thought I heard something that they're a little beat up, or they're starting some new blood, or
everybody's going to.
They are. They have 3 rookie offensive linemen they're starting.
Okay,
which is
that, and then one of their best defensive players has the COVID right now. So,
which is bad for them because our defense is pretty damn good, so they're going to get ran over a lot. Let's see. I think I'm going a lot lower. I'm going to say it's going to be like. It's going to be a weird score. I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 30. I don't know how you get there, right? To 24.
30 to 24.
You can get to 30.
You can get to any number, really, honestly.
Yeah.
But
hey, touchdown, 3 field goals, 4 touchdowns and a safety.
yeah.
If I'm not wrong, I thought the the overall score. I think the over-under was at 52. So
I'm just calling a winner score.
you're calling it over then.
30-24.
You're both calling it over then.
I think it's got. I mean, if the Browns are going to win that game, it's going over. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat Kansas City scoring, 17 points. You have to outscore them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any good predictions because I don't pay attention that much. Like, I'm not that much of a stats guy. I just like football's on. I'll fucking watch it and I'll rage, dude.
It's going to be great to see everybody back in the field. We got Odell Beckham Jr. back. I mean, like we have the roster to destroy people. It's just how it all plays out.
Right.
So,
Most talented roster in the league. The debate's about the quarterback. So
Yeah.
how you feel about him.
And what we were talking before we started the show that Baker's broken or not. He's broken some team records and he's in like the top 5 of like league records for pass yards, touchdowns in the first 3 seasons being the number 1 draft pick and shit. Like, so he's kind of tried and tested so far as good. We're just hoping he can keep doing that, right?
Right, 100%. And he gets a bad rap. Nationally, he's brash. He was very opinionated. Remember planting the flag.
Yeah,
at Ohio State. Everybody in Ohio, everybody hated him. yeah. Now we love him.
We're like, we love him.
Yes, yeah. But he has these feuds, right?
Yeah,
in the media and that, and they don't want to give him credit, and they want to say he's a game manager, this and that. Keep in mind, he hadn't had the same offensive coordinator or coach. I mean, this will be the first year that he's had the same continuity since he was a freshman in college.
2 years back to back. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think,
his first
the
year
ceiling is unbelievable.
First year he came out. He was kind of cocky, and like there was a lot of the conferences and stuff when he started winning games, and he was feeling good, and then he got destroyed.
And he was behind Tyrod.
And then
the second year,
and then you saw the second year he came out. He kind of beefed up a little bit. He was getting stronger, and now as we're getting into it, I mean, he's in the middle age of the quarterbacks that are playing right now.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you've seen that.
I did see
There's
that.
so many young quarterbacks out there right now.
Yeah.
And Baker's like right in the middle, all the way to Tom Brady. Tom Brady's obviously the oldest quarterback in the league right now.
It goes from 20 to 44.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's crazy.
That's nuts.
And I think a 44-year-old quarterback is going back on that field right now.
Dude, I'm trying to think of myself at 37. Obviously, Tom Brady probably takes a lot better care of his body than I do.
Absolutely. Not even close. Even close.
He's got teams and money and people just watching him and like train this way, eat this, do that. And then, you can pick out what watch you wear. But like I couldn't even imagine myself going out there and taking a tackle from anybody at this fucking age.
No, and
died.
No, and you know what? He's gotten really good at getting rid of the ball. Man, he's he knows his stuff. I mean, that's what he does. He has his TB12 training. I mean, talk about a guy. What a life.
Yeah,
what a life he has. You know, he's got the supermodel wife.
Yeah,
the undisputed GOAT of the NFL.
I've seen some of his TikToks and shit. These are wild. Like he's got that automatic ball pitcher to him. So it threw the ball to him, and he's like 10 yards out, and he threw it right back in through the little wheels that pitch it, and it pitched it back to him. So he goes 15 yards out, fucking nails it right in between the wheels again, and it sends it back to him. And I think he made it to like 25 yards out, and he fucking bullets it, and he knocks the fucking thing over because he hit it right between the wheels again, right there in the fucking bullseye, and it knocked it over, and he's like, "Let's go."
It's unbelievable. We've been talking about Tom Brady, declining, even when he was back with New England. I mean, it's been 10 years because most normal quarterbacks or athletes, this is what happens. But he's insane.
I'm pretty sure he's a robot.
Yeah, we'll never see anything like this ever again.
There's a lot of Brady haters out there, and I'm gonna say I'm not one.
No,
dude, I respect the fucking effort that dude's put in to be the caliber of athlete that he is. Like, there's no doubt about it. That man is really fucking focused and really fucking good at what he does. You know.
Well, even think about the fact that he was a 6th-round pick, right? So
Yeah.
he wasn't like he was to use an NBA cliche, but he wasn't LeBron coming out. He wasn't
Right,
supremely talented. I mean, he worked his ass off
Right.
to get to that point, and he just is a machine.
He wasn't he wasn't a first round flop. Like he got drafted and he sat for a while, right? Like it took a while before he even started his first game.
Yeah, he was behind Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah. And then he comes out and be the GOAT.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
I don't really think there's any argument to say that he is not the greatest quarterback ever right now, right?
No,
Like,
he's the greatest NFL player ever.
yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the argument was always Jim Brown, which is way before our time. We never saw him play.
Yeah.
But not even that. You can't say with, the titles and just the fact, again, he's 44 years old. I mean, last year cemented that for him. You go to a new team, older guy. Unbelievable.
They were the Bucks were nothing though the year before, right?
No, they had Jameis Winston was their quarterback, and
yeah, but I mean the team in general, they didn't make it the playoffs or
no,
anything. They went nowhere.
No, I think they were 7-9. 7-9. So he comes in, changes the culture right away.
Yeah,
boom, wins a Super Bowl. What can you say?
Right.
It's like, oh, we got Tom Brady now. Oh, we're winning.
We're
winning.
Yeah.
One man has more rings than an NFL team. Like
7.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah. I think we should move on from sports.
Let's get let's
and as you can see, magically, what just appeared in front of us is a shitload of Truly.
Yeah, we got these cool little ice pops.
I think we try these ice pops. What do you think?
Let's get into them. Let's get into these ice pops.
Let's do it.
So, Steve, did you do any of the research on these Truly ice pops? There's not much research to do. But
yeah, only what I could read off of the box is they're 5% alcohol per volume. They're 100 calories per pop, and they contain alcohol. I don't know if it's going to be the same, like if you drink a beer, if this counts for that, or if this is lesser volume. But it's still the same.
How many ounces do we got on this? 100 milliliters.
So
Can you convert that?
So you got to do the metric. Yeah.
It's definitely not. It's probably like what, 5 ounces, 4 ounces. I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now. 3.4 ounces. So it's definitely not the size of a beer.
No.
So you need like
this is like a
four.
quarter.
You need 4 of these. But this is it's still 5%. So it's the percentage is still the same. So you need 4 of these to equal one beer or one like Truly drink.
I mean, all right.
I don't hate it.
I got strawberry lemonade.
You wanna pass around a little bit here? Yeah. You wanna try a little mango here? Mine's mango lemonade, by the way.
I think they're all lemonade.
Oh, they're all lemon. Oh,
but his is lemonade.
Straight lemonade.
Mango's good. That strawberry's dope. You want to try that?
Mine's got a little bit of that the strawberry's got that artificial strawberry flavor that I'm not keen on. Oh, this is a mango. I guess they probably all do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's going to be some artificial flavor.
We're sorry for the audio right now. This is weird, guys. We're pushing up popsicles. If you're not video watching this, which there's a few of you that don't, so we got push up pops. They got Big Truly on them, 21 plus, contains alcohol, 5% volume. Steve just did the math. It's like a third of a beer.
Yeah. But it's definitely like a good, refreshing summer thing for sure. I just don't know why they're showing up in September. I wish they would have came out in like July or Memorial Day weekend. Like,
yeah,
and maybe they were in certain areas. Maybe like Florida had them first. Maybe that's their tester because get all the crackheads out in Florida or whatever.
Want your mango back?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's cold on my fingers.
Did you try all 3?
I did.
Yeah. What's your favorites?
Mango.
Yeah.
I started with the mango. I'm gonna say the mango was the best.
You went back?
No, I'm good right now. I'm not gonna finish. My fingers are getting cold. I'm gonna put it in the cup.
Oh, I'm gonna finish this bitch.
What I want to do with that is break it apart and use it as ice cubes in a drink. That would be banging.
Use it as your mixer.
But I think what we'll do real quick here is just move on to our Truly teas. And maybe we'll try a little concoction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'll grab the
Put
closest
that
one
aside
to
for
me.
you.
Yeah. I'll put that
Yeah,
in there. Gotcha.
You're gonna need that cup.
Truly lemon tea.
We like to pour our drinks in, and look at the color.
So how do you rate the popsicles? Because right now I'm gonna say that's kind of like the mango to me, the strawberry, and all of them are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give a solid 8 out of 10 on that. So
Yeah.
I mean that like if it's hot summer day, and it could be a hot September day, even though we're in September. Hot
Yeah.
September day. You need something cool off with?
Get you one of them ice pops.
I mean, you don't taste a whole lot of booze in it. I got a little kick, but not much.
Right.
No.
But even like you get done mowing the grass, and normally that ice cold beer is real good, but I like that ice cold beer while I'm mowing the grass. But then I get done, I get a little treat. Like I feel like those are more like a little treat. Like I did all my chores today, so I get a little treat. Like it's a nice little ice pop.
Right.
You got something to look forward to.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Like look at me getting all my chores done outside. Now it's time for a little.
And I don't think you could go over 5% alcohol in that, because if you went over like a certain level, it would never freeze.
It wouldn't freeze as
It
good.
would never freeze. Those are frozen still. They're slushy like. They're perfect. Like I don't like if you get to certain like there's probably a certain percentage of alcohol where it's a non-freezing thing.
It's got to be science.
Yeah, my mother-in-law likes to make her whiskey slushes all the time, and it never freezes, but it's a nice thing. She scoops with a ladle.
Yeah.
It's very icy, but it's her whiskey slush she always makes.
Yeah. There definitely has to be an equation for that, but I'm guessing probably around 7 to 10%. You're gonna stop being able to get a full freeze, or you'll freeze the liquid in it, and then the liquor will settle out.
Yeah, or you have to get like ultra freezing
Science.
cold. Hey, you get the Googler machine in front of you. Google her up.
How do I ask that question though?
So, Eric, on whatever rating system you want, because he chooses a different rating system, you can choose whatever rating system you like.
I mean, we're going through 1 through 10, right? You went with 8.
Well, I go 1 through 10. He goes thumbs up, thumbs down.
I do thumbs,
And
Mine's
a lot of
little
times,
more
our
broad.
third guest might make their own rating system.
But can I go thumb and number? No.
Sure. Yeah,
No?
absolutely.
No? I mean, I had lemonade to start with. I actually liked it. I'm gonna give it a 7 thumbs up. And I think that's a solid score.
Yeah.
7 thumbs up. Okay.
I can imagine being out on the lake.
Yeah.
You just like you said, you must want to treat.
Get
You
yourself a
cool
little treat.
off a little bit. Boom.
Yeah.
They make some of these things that are like pina coladas or
Yeah.
the margarita, the frozen one, like them things are junk. They're no good. The lemonade had a good flavor.
Yeah.
Good citrus, just that's summery.
And it's almost like a guilt-free treat because it's only 80 calories in that. I said 100, but I just looked on the back. Only 80 calories in that.
Even
bitch.
better.
Yeah.
Even better.
It's probably like 400 calories in one of your kids' ice pops with all the sugar in it.
We'll cut them where we can.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
Steve, what do you rate the popsicles
2 thumbs
overall? And what is your favorite?
2 thumbs up. That strawberry bitch was dope.
So we all like the one we started with. I mean, that's our palates just needed a little sweetness in it.
Right.
And then after that, we're like,
Yeah, definitely, dude. A nice little treat. Get you going. You got to reward yourself sometimes,
You do.
And then, sometimes beer, you reward yourself with so many beers, it might get old. Now I got a little freezy ice pop.
Hey, you're feeling a little full, you just want to switch it up for a minute and get an ice pop.
And it kind of takes you back to your childhood, but now you're an adult, so you can have things with alcohol in them,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't feel so bad about it.
100.
I use scissors on these, but I got good at just, gripping and ripping with my teeth,
Mom had those freezy pops, man. They cost like, 10 cents a piece. So they were like cheap and made all his kids happy. I mean, you didn't have a freezer full of ice pops.
Get that pack of 100, bro, and they were only like $5.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the banana was always like left over, but that was my favorite flavor.
Oh, okay.
I got hard in the banana, bro.
Yeah. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, so 40 proof liquor freezes at 22 degrees Fahrenheit. 80 proof liquor can freeze at negative 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so
you can freeze.
Yeah, you just gotta get real cold.
Super cold. You need a deep freezer.
All right, so we gotta look at like different bar concepts there. I got ideas now. I got ideas now.
Yeah, an 80
Super
proof,
deep freeze.
an 80 proof liquor, a straight Jack Daniels slushy. Just freeze it at -17. You're good. to
And
go.
ice cube just drop in your Coke and it slowly
Oh
melts.
yeah, dude. There you go.
You know,
A Jack Daniels ice cube.
it could be awesome.
Yep.
Why isn't we doing that?
Let's start.
Let's start. There we go. I'm going to say right now, I just dipped into this Truly lemon tea.
You already sipped it.
All right, I sip. And my God, is it good.
Oh my god, I'm doing a strawberry. That's banger.
This lemon tea is really good. I don't even know I'm drinking booze right now. To be honest.
This is also 5% alcohol per volume. I know these on the box said, well, even on the can, it says 100 calories. Total carbohydrate, 2 grams. So you don't even have to worry about your carbs too much.
What I like about it is the smell and the taste. It's fresh brewed tea.
Yeah.
Sun tea.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's not an artificial Arizona tea. This is like a sun tea
And it's got that little bit of fizz there.
mixed with lemon. Arnold Palmy alert. Arnold Palmy alert.
Yeah.
Try that. I don't know if it's as good as mine.
Here, let's pass some.
Rotate.
Pass it
Yeah.
around. We're not worried about
Yep.
the Covis.
You got peach now, Cody. I got lemon.
This is strawberry.
See,
You got strawberry.
I smell the peach more now than I smell the tea, but that lemon tea is like
Well, the peach was good too.
That lemon's good. My strawberry is good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that too. I mean, truly, you're knocking it out of the park right now with your frozen popsicles and your tea flavored drinks. I wish I could just drink these during the day, but
Did
then
we
I'd
just
be a
reverse
mess.
rotate? I think we reverse rotated.
Mm.
I don't know.
This is lemon.
This is strawberry.
It's a lemon.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be peach.
Okay,
Yep.
that lemon.
Lemon's good. That peach tea's really good though too.
Yeah.
I think my favorite flavor is the peach.
8 out of 10, knocking it out of the park. Truly, you
Yep.
made some good popsicles.
You're done good, kid.
You made some good teas here. I'm scared they're 5%. And
Yeah, that's the bad part is I could chug the shit out of these.
oh yeah, easy,
Like way faster than beer.
easy.
Oh, 100%.
That's where it'll get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the peach is good.
Yeah.
Lemon's good. And strawberry's good.
Yeah. All of them were really
Yeah.
fucking great.
I tried some of the twisted teas before. I don't know. That's your wife's favorite.
It used to be till she got on the Jack Coke kick.
Okay. Well, it used to be her favorite. She used to drink
Yeah.
them warm too, which is I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't go down that road, but I'm gonna tell you right now, especially that lemon right now. Like when you put that up to your nose, it smells like fresh brewed tea, and then you get it, and it's like, my God, this doesn't taste like booze at all.
What's your rating her there, bud?
I want to rate it a 2, so no child ever gets a hold of it. But I think
Yes,
I
it's
already said
all.
it. I already said an 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8.
I got 2 thumbs up
Yeah.
for sure on that. Both Truly products, 2 thumbs up.
Good.
I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but yeah, about 8 and a thumbs up.
Can
Can I go there?
Yeah,
He's got 8
absolutely.
thumbs.
I
He's
mean,
got 8
8
thumbs.
thumbs up.
I'm really surprised.
That's
I mean, I was a little bit skeptical,
Yeah.
when these, these seltzer companies want to start going with different things and
Right.
moving off. But actually, this was good. Freeze pops
The
were
freeze
good.
pops are dope.
Man, truly got it going on.
I got a question
show.
for you, real quick, Steve, and
What's
you
that?
can Google this real quick. Does anybody own Truly, or are they an independent company? That's what I want to know. Because all these brands come out nowadays, and like Anheuser
Yeah.
owns them, or Miller owns. Like they're owned by somebody. Like, is Truly independent?
Boston Beer, they own Sam Adams Twisted Tea, Truly Hard Seltzer, Angry Orchard Cider, and other local craft beer brands. So,
That makes sense.
There you go.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. And I appreciate what they were doing with that.
yeah.
So Truly was their seltzer brand,
Yep.
and they got Twisted Tea.
Yeah.
Which I just said this is better than Twisted Tea by far.
I believe so too.
By
Twisted
far.
Tea's too sweet.
Yeah. And their man, yeah, I like Boston Beer Company.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go work for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We'll be your sales rep.
Yeah.
Boston Beer, sponsor the podcast. We'll definitely tote this shit.
And I
for
can
sure.
see All right, so I got down the strawberry now. Let me just take some of this lemon popsicle, shoot some of that in there. Bam. Now I got strawberry lemon action going on.
I'm going to do mango peach.
Oh, boom.
You want a little well, you got strawberry. No, you got
Strawberry lemon.
yeah, I don't know. We're just going to mix the freezies in with the drinkies.
Yeah, why not? But, I mean, dude, imagine if you're floating in a pool and I like Arizona a lot. Someone's saying Arizona, hot day.
You're in Sedona.
Yeah, and somebody just comes
You're
up
floating in Sedona
and hands you, you're like, hey, give me a beer. And they're like, you need to cool off a little bit.
Oh,
Here's some sunscreen. I'm about to say sunscreen.
Skunts.
Here's some sunscreen and a Truly Pop. And you go, what? That's got alcohol in it still, buddy. Because we know you're an alcoholic.
We got you covered.
We got you covered on both bases. And then you should sit there and enjoy a little push pop like your kid again. Love it. Love it. Love the idea. I still want to go more negative temperatures, liquid nitrogen. Boom. Let's go. That's a sweet bar.
And then stop. And then just start making freezy
straight jack.
liquor. Yeah.
Straight booze.
Freeze everything.
Yeah, make that your ice cubes, and then what you pour on top of your ice cubes is your mixer.
Yeah.
Whether it's a little bit of water, whether it's a little bit of whatever, and then you just sip it slowly. And as it melts,
some Jack Daniel's ice cubes and some Coke, or
if you steal my idea and copyright it.
It's copywritten.
You watch this show, I'm copyrighting right now.
Just like we copyrighted street hot dogs.
My lawyer's present. Yeah, you didn't know Eric was a lawyer either, did you, huh?
Well, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a certified paralegal. But
yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
Same thing. Close
Same
enough.
thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
We're coming after you. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's good, though. Those were good. I'm glad we did both at the same time because that was kind of fun.
Yeah, very delicious.
All right, Steve. So what do you got on the docket other than
some
booze?
Some talking points I saw from the internet and all kinds of other facets this week. I took them off the big screen over there. I didn't want you reading, so they come as a surprise to you.
Well, yeah, I don't read very well anyways. It's fine.
First thing I want to talk about is that I find out that I love TikToks of people getting arrested.
Okay.
Especially like middle to older aged white women that think they can get away with anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then they sit there and shit talk the cops and end up getting tasered and shit. It's like, come on. You're not that fucking privileged, bitch. And everybody's calling them the Karens nowadays. And I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Stop calling them Karens. There are plenty of Karens out there that are really fucking cool. Let's call them what they are. Cunts.
Oh, God. The big C word coming out.
Thank you, Steve, for the Karen reference. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Because I know so many really nice women out there named Karen, and I don't think it's right to ostracize those ones and say that, she's a Karen. Like, no, call her by her name, whether it be Kathy or whatever the fuck her real name is, or just call her a cunt. Don't give her the name of really nice other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, like my algorithm got kicked on like these old white women that are talking to cops and like they're ripping up tickets in their faces, and the cops like, no, ma'am, you got to go to jail. She's like, I'm not going. And she comes at him, fucking tase.
Boom.
She's like old as shit too. It's like, and she hits the ground so hard. It's like, well, you got what you deserve, bitch. Like, what you think was going to happen? Like,
yeah, I mean, honestly, like, in what other scenario would anybody else be able to get away with that? Anyways, what makes you think that you would be able to get away with that?
Right. Yeah, and it's just it's insane, and I love seeing it. It's fucking hilarious in my mind. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've seen a lot of those too, where it's like, oh yeah, let me just talk shit because I'm a mom and I've done this with my life, and oh, how dare you pull me over for going 10 over the speed limit? How dare you do that? And it's like, ma'am, that's my job. And she's like, well, maybe you should be catching actually real criminals.
Yeah,
and it's like, man, you're going 10 over the speed limit. You're not supposed to be speeding. You're breaking the law.
And
you're breaking the law. I
One
speed all the time, but they don't catch me.
Yeah. One gift that COVID has given us is that, non-public places, so a privately owned business has the right to enforce their mask mandates, whether it's not a mask mandate in state, but say you're in a state without mask mandates, but you're in a bank that say everybody coming in should wear a mask because of COVID protocols, blah 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 blah. And then it's mostly a lot of them that go in and they're like, I don't have to wear a mask. We don't have to wear a mask in the state of whatever, insert whatever state here.
Florida.
Texas,
Florida times 2.
Yeah. But like such and such banks, like, no, ma'am, in order to come in here, you have to wear a mask. She's like, and then a cop comes in. She's like, this is a public place. No, ma'am, this is a privately owned business, and they have the right to deny you your business if you're not gonna, wear a mask. And then she argues with them, tase.
Yeah. Well, and you bring up a good point, Steve, because where did we get to a point where, that kind of behavior is acceptable anyways?
Right.
It's never acceptable. So now, everybody having smartphones and just being able to record and see what's going on.
Yeah.
But you talk about these women, for the most part, being tased and think they're holier than thou. But
and there's a lot of old men. I didn't really mean to signal out the women. The women's funnier.
But you see a lot of those.
But there's a lot more men. The men, you get it. Like, you see men getting tased all the time.
Yeah.
And you see certain men.
It doesn't have the shock value.
Yeah, you see certain men get shot all the time, but it's just funnier whenever it's like these white women that think that they're invincible.
Yeah, they're surprised they got pulled over because they were going 10, 15 miles over the speed limit. I mean...
Or they walked in the bank without a mask, and they're like, well, no, I don't need to wear a mask. And they're like, no, you do. And they're like, no, I don't.
When it all comes back down to that, like, no shirt, no shoes, no service, like, that's a staple, right? Why all of a sudden is a mask the hardest thing to follow? Like, if you walked in there with no shoes and they denied you, like, oh, shit, sorry, I forgot I didn't have shoes on. And they go back out and put on shoes. But now the mask is it's so fucking polarizing that they have to fight it.
Right.
Right.
Well, there's just so much that goes into the mask because it's became political. It polarizes it, like you just said. It polarizes everybody, right?
It's become insane.
You can't. I mean, personally, for me, I'll just and I think we're all like this. If we were somewhere and somebody said if there's a sign on the door walking in, you got to put a mask on. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'll put a mask on. I don't want to be bothered. I just let me do what I'm going to do my thing, get out.
And honestly, if you're that against the mask, don't go fucking in there.
Right.
That's not easy.
Right. Give everybody their the personal choice. Just if you don't want to wear it, don't go in.
It's a bank,
but people get
probably
wound
got
up,
drive through.
It's unbelievable.
It's a bank. They got to drive through. If you don't like wearing it, if you don't want to wear a mask, and it's just like, I get it. You still feel like rights are being taken away because I can't walk in there. And like, now we're getting political and we need to get away from this. But I know, I get it. It's dumb.
Right.
Eventually this will go away.
But the TikToks are cool.
Yeah, TikToks are cool.
But watching people fuck up and stand up for their rights and privately owned businesses,
other people screwing
hilarious.
Up is our entertainment.
Yes.
So
Yeah. 100%. I love it.
Yep.
Moving on from that, I saw something really cool. Did you know that they are 3D printing houses now?
I saw that.
With the fucking cement?
I wonder how much that actually costs, though. I know they say on there it's like cheap, but like I've seen like how much does that equipment cost? By the way, nobody ever mentioned that.
I would imagine if you because whenever you're getting a cement truck in to pour concrete, you're not paying. You may be paying mileage for the truck, but you're not paying a premium because they bought the truck themselves. So you're probably still paying per yard for the concrete that you're using. And maybe a mobility fee to get that shit out there, but the company's investment's gonna hopefully not flow back to you because they use it enough it'll get paid for. But it looks fucking cool. Like they're using 3D print technology to pour cement and just do layers and layers and layers, and then they'll finish the outside and finish the inside the same. But instead of it was probably cheaper than building a frame house with lumber prices the way they were there for a minute.
Yeah, but
I don't know that's leveling all out again, but.
I mean, you're still talking about like a $5 million machine coming in.
Yeah.
And doing that. And I'm sure they're prototyping it, right?
Yeah. So they're probably giving discounts so they can test run shit.
Oh yeah, they're probably just building houses to build houses.
Got like your
so,
spec homes.
Yeah.
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 But it still looks cool as shit. Like,
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man.
yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Just see this thing just squirting out cement and going across and building out the frame and then building out different rooms and shit. Well, starting with, sorry, I said frame, but like, why can't I think of a
foundation?
Foundation. Starting with a foundation.
Wow. All right.
Yes. Brain went blank there, but no, it's just it's dope to see that kind of technology, and then maybe
No,
one of
it's
these
cool
days-
in the possibilities in the future of
Yeah.
what that's
Yeah, it's
going to be.
it could get
Super
cheaper.
crazy, right?
You're
I
going to
mean,
be like, I'm going to order this house online. I'm going to put it on this property, and it's going to be like, bop.
you have a contractor that has one of these 3D printers, and he's gonna be like, I got the 3D printer, man, come on, we can build your house, like, but we can even work like 24 hours, like, it doesn't matter because I got these robots, and they're just
Right.
they'll bang your house out. I mean, this will be like super speed. You'll have a house built in 3 days. We get amazed with some of the Amish and stuff how fast they put these houses up. This will be half the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
literally down on his block right now where he lives, they're building 4 or 5 houses.
Mm-hmm.
And the one at the end, they started a long time ago, probably just like somebody small time contractor. Maybe they're building it for themselves. I don't know. That thing, they barely put a foundation in. And in that time, in like a 3 months time, these Amish contractors came in and built 4 houses. One's getting sided and the other 3 are about to be done. And it's like, and this guy just started putting framework up, and I'm like, there's a big difference going on here.
Hey, they're out every day but Sunday, man. And just banging them out.
Just smashing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Unbelievable.
like I said, the guy at the end it's a side project or something, or he's building it for himself. But
Well, I hope he's in no hurry.
yeah, no, he's definitely been in no hurry because it's been over a year, and he's got like 2 walls up, and then the rest are like already built in like 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
But yeah, the 3D printing, like how far that'll go is going to be amazing.
Right.
Like they're already talking about like being able to put like bioengineering fluids in there that can rebuild arms and like rebuild stuff and like do all kinds of
use it
crazy
for
things.
prosthetics and even like skin grafts and shit like that. Like it's
Rebuild,
nuts.
put cells in it that match your DNA and rebuild like a liver that could just match your like
Right.
pop. Let's hope.
Yeah. The way our livers are going, cross your fingers.
Yeah.
That
Fix those livers.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'll be the test subject for the first 3D printed liver.
The way what's a Talladega Nights? The way medicine and technology is going, is I don't know what to say. I can't live to 100, 150 easy. Or 200, 250, yeah. Like, and that is kind of the way it's going. I mean, we've already pushed life expectancy to a pretty far extent.
Right.
Besides different illnesses, cancers, and stuff
Way farther than anyone in our lineage.
I mean, 200 years ago, what was your life expectancy? 40?
Yeah.
42 years old?
Right.
Something like
crazy.
that. I mean,
you get a midlife crisis at 20.
You're double.
Could you imagine?
yeah.
Oh, man.
You don't buy the Porsche back
Yes.
then, but you bought a horse. What do you need a horse for? You're 20.
This is my last horse.
Yeah. I bought a horse. I'm growing a beard. I'm into different things now. It's my midlife crisis.
You had
This horse is really fast.
you had 4 kids by the time you were 18. Like,
Yeah.
you were no, 100%. Like that's a crazy thing to think about. Like, and a lot of people lose that sight. It's like, here's the medical advances we've already had. Like, life expectancy since you were back then, if you lived to you were 70 years old, you were like, oh my God. And now it's like nothing for anybody to live over 100.
You were the elder that everybody expected, and they came to you for wisdom.
Yeah.
Now you're
Oh.
70, and people are like, "Oh my goodness, he's still young.
Right.
He's still young. What?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
The future will be scary with that.
Yeah, 100%. So like, and that's the crazy thing with all the stuff we've ever had and like all the stuff we do, like, and it's only getting better.
Right.
It's only getting better, and that's crazy, and it blows my mind. And I'm like, I'm
Technology's
scared,
fucking
kind
awesome.
of.
Yeah.
So moving on from that,
But now we're getting old.
I saw this thing on one of my meme sites. Somebody created a challenge, and it seems undaunting, but it seems possible. And I want to read through the list and ask your guys' opinion.
We talking about Milk Crate Challenge?
No. This is like a 6-month get healthier challenge.
Okay.
So in 6 months, I'm going to read down. There's like 7 of them or something.
All right.
Without counting too much. And I want to see if you could even do one of these for 6 months straight. First one, no porn.
Nope.
No.
I probably couldn't.
Hell no.
I mean, I could probably make it a month, maybe. But okay,
I got a pretty good imagination, but
that's what I was saying. Like you could still do the deed, but you're not watching porn.
yeah, I mean, I could probably do that. It's boring, but yeah, I could do it.
Yeah, so 6 months, no porn.
We're
We're saying maybe.
my wife would just get molested a lot more.
yeah,
Bless
that
her
poor
soul, and I'm about to have 2 babies, so
That poor
I'm going to say no.
Another one that's supposed to be really good for you is taking cold showers. Do you think you do 6 months of straight cold showers?
Absolutely.
You
not.
know what? I'm glad you brought this up actually, because you know what, the Twitter fit twit,
Yeah.
okay, fitness Twitter is all about the cold shower.
Yeah.
The cold shower. Man, I would hate to take a cold shower. I
Right.
don't want to take a cold shower all the time. They talk about the health benefits with a
Yeah.
cold shower.
Yeah.
Cold, gets the blood flowing, wakes you up in the morning. You have, it's more like
Calm-
vitality,
Calms down your inflammation, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to
Yeah.
it's supposed to trigger some sort of like fight or flight thing where you're harnessing more of your energy instead of dispelling.
It helps
shit.
your anxiety.
Yeah,
it's
there's
like-
supposed to be so many benefits to a cold shower.
Got a question for you.
Okay.
How long do you guys take in the shower right now? Like in a hot shower in the morning when you're not rushing like you're late or anything like that. How long do you take the shower?
Usually 10 minutes tops. Like that's tops.
I'm probably around there. I take 2 showers a day. Full disclosure. I mean,
Yeah.
I take one before I go to bed at night as well. Just kind of,
Okay.
get
Okay.
cleaned up, whatever. Doesn't matter. But, the one in the morning, you first wake up, you're just kind of trying to get woke up, right? Trying
Yeah.
to get in your routine, go to the office. Boom, boom, that's quicker. But, man, there are times I'll mess around. I'll take a 15-minute shower. It doesn't matter.
that's
I just want to stand
It's
there.
a
and
10-15 minute shower in the morning for me. I'm
Mhm.
just like beating hot water on me,
Yeah.
steaming it up.
feels good.
I like to steam. So I'm going to disagree with their goddamn statement, for one. Because first off, I know there's all these cryogenic layers where you go freeze your body naked.
Yep.
You know what the Swedish have been doing for a long
Ice
time?
baths and stuff.
Going in steamy, hot rooms.
Well, they say like go take a schwitz, get a sauna, and then also ice dip yourself. So
Hey, you go jump in the cold lake.
you got to
right
do the
after.
best of both worlds.
All right. So maybe I'll do the best of both worlds and just hit myself with some cold right at the end. Instead of taking a cold shower the whole time, it'll be hot, and then I'll take a cold. But I would not do a cold shower because that seems stupid. Unless I come out from sweating and doing stuff outside. Then,
Yeah.
And it's super hot out. Could you imagine doing that in the winter?
No. I mean, I can count on one hand how many times I've taken a cold shower, and literally, it's like when you go to mow or something, and it's 90 degrees outside, and you just want to get,
Right.
Cool down.
yeah. Just
But even
boom,
then, you're
real
like
quick.
lukewarm, 78 degrees.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No, but you see some of these people talk about the cold showers. I mean, this is going to change your life. Like this is going to be, you're going to lose weight. You're going to make $1 million. It's just like, hey,
You're gonna win the lottery
you know what you're
tomorrow.
missing in your life? A cold shower. It will change you forever.
Because what happens when you take a cold shower, the drain genie comes out because
Yes.
he's hindered by the heat. He comes out from the cold and he grants all your wishes.
Oh, got
Yes.
it. All right. Shit, man. All right. I'm going to put ice in my shower head tomorrow.
This next one is dumb, and it really depends on your schedule, but it says wake up before 8 a.m. But if you work midnights, that's fucking impossible. Or if you work weird schedules, or if you stay up late recording a podcast, I'm not waking up at fucking 8 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, no, I have to. My kids got to get on bus, so I could.
I don't know. My alarm's already set for 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
But are we talking about weekend schedule? What are we talking about?
I don't know. It just says for 6 months, wake up before 8 a.m. But what if you have to go to bed?
Oh,
What if-
that means you're old.
yeah.
You're old and you're not having fun. Yes, let me wake up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
I almost feel like that one
and
should be.
old.
I almost feel like that one
Cody,
should
And
be changed.
old.
Cody, talk to me in 6 months, man.
I know.
About
you don't
waking
sleep
up
at
at
all,
8.
but,
No, about
yeah.
waking up at 8 a.m. with the twins.
I feel like that one should be changed to
But-
get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I mean, that one's doesn't
We'll
matter.
pass by that.
Doesn't
one.
matter. That one doesn't matter.
Obviously, none of us do this right now. Do you guys train 5 to 6 days a week?
obviously.
Like any kind of yeah. I mean, yeah. We've been doing that for the last 6
Yeah,
months.
actually, I do. I honestly do on video games. I'm like,
it doesn't say
5
training
days a
what?
week.
It
I
doesn't
try
say
to do
physical
5
training.
days a week of video game training.
It doesn't say physical training. I train on drinking.
Yeah. Or drinking, yeah.
I mean, what's the definition of training? You're right. You can
Right,
train on anything, right? You get, you're getting better at drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I train on taking hot showers.
Yeah. That's right. No cold showers.
Right. I train on taking my hot showers. And then,
Masturbating. I mean, what? Who said that? Who's over there? Tyler, shut up.
Yeah, these last 3 are dumb. Like, one's no cheat days. The other one's take risks. Like, what kind of fucking risks? Should I jump off a bridge with no bungee cord or parachute?
I like just
That's
go,
a fucking
I
risk.
go over the yellow line while semi's coming a little bit, you know?
I speed. I speed. I've been doing that for the last 6 months. I speed daily, 5 miles over. You know,
Living on the edge.
and then eat only healthy foods. Fuck that. I'm gonna have to have some carbs in there and shit. You know, some non-healthy
Depends
things.
on your definition of healthy food, you know? I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know.
Snickers are healthy.
I like to make a lot of stuff homemade. I normally eat a lot of homemade stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, is that healthy? I don't know.
No, the top few ones were a little more fun than the last ones, but
Boring.
yeah. No, just,
No, your first few were great.
yeah, like those are kind of good talking points, but yeah, I don't think I could do any one of those things for 6 months straight.
No, I think they're all so silly.
Yeah,
Everything in moderation is what they say, you know?
right.
It doesn't matter.
It's so hard, you know? I mean, even, again, just you see these things, whether it's, you know, I don't know if it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but, you know, they want to set you to a standard on what you need to do. This is going to get you right? You know, you got to
Right.
you got to hit this, got to hit that. I mean, small victories, guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there.
And I've read so many articles about like, oh, the first thing you should do when you wake up is drink 2 glasses of water because it kickstarts your organs. Oh, then the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is have like 2 shots or 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar because it's good for you. Oh, the first thing so it's like, wait, the first thing I do when I wake up is not the same as every other first thing I should. So there's 12 first things which one do I do first?
That's right. How do you pick and choose?
What's the order? Do I take a cold shower first, or do I drink water first, or do I have apple cider vinegar first, or do I eat a lemon? Like what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't get it.
The
Look,
cold shower.
Here, I'm gonna tell you
Obviously.
right now. We all got a little clock in us, and it's gonna end when it ends. My grandpa, on my dad's side, was not a healthy man at all. He smoked a cigar every night, did all that. He lived till he was 88 years old, 89 years old, something like that. My grandpa on my mom's side, who was a dude that worked all the time, was on the field, he died when I was 3. I didn't know how old he was. He's probably in his 70s, early 70s, late 60s. My grandma now that's still alive, she's almost 90. And my other grandma died. Like, you can hopefully prolong your
Well,
life.
maybe the ones that died earlier should have taken cold showers.
Yeah, but
they were doing wrong.
tell that to my grandpa that was in a war,
Yeah,
came home,
yeah.
was doing good in his life.
The times that he was able in a war, and the times he was able to take a shower, it should have been cold.
It should have been cold shower. Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, and then you see this all the time, like guys that are like super fit all their time,
Yeah,
and they die early.
yeah.
And a guy that's big and fat lives longer than them. Like, it's what your body takes.
My biggest thing is you see all these influencers like, I worked out and I ate healthy. What's your excuse? Like, well, I don't get paid to fucking work out, and I don't get paid to eat fucking healthy because I'm not a skinny little fucking broad, skinny little beautiful woman that it comes easier to me. I'm a fat guy, and like, yeah, I could probably try harder and shape up, but nobody's gonna fucking follow me and listen to my health tips.
Well,
You know?
but and you have to have a little bit of luck, right? I mean, you're
Yeah.
lucky. In life, you have to be lucky to get to a certain age, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like you just were talking about your grandparents. random things happen.
Yep.
You know, your grandfather that worked all the time, and he was more fit in that. You know,
He was in the
boom,
military. Yeah, he
Done.
He died when I was 3 years old.
Right.
And then my
You
grandpa
know.
that worked for Timken and was a janitor. He lived till a few years ago. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know. Like, just because you're exercising and doing all that, it's
And that's the thing.
It
like,
helps you. But
that's the thing
at
too.
the end of the
Beer,
day,
beer and tacos and chocolate are fucking awesome. Like I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, but have been healthy my whole entire life and cut out beer and tacos and chocolate, and could have been probably miserable not realizing that hey, these things are fucking great. You know?
right.
And you never know how you're gonna go, so you might as well indulge a little bit.
back to the saying, everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation,
And have a damn good
and
time.
have a damn good time.
Man, we gotta try this tequila, but I wanted to end it right there. That'd have been great.
Hey, yep, we're right there. We're good to go. Let's close this thing out. Cody's gonna pour us some Teremana Tequila from Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Do you smell the Rock's tequila?
Yeah. You forgot the tongue roll on. Smell.
He doesn't do one as good as me. So it's fine.
God, you're pouring biggies again. Good
Give me
Lord.
your,
You gotta forget these
give
are
me your shotties there, bro.
these are like 6-ounce shot glasses.
Reach.
So we don't taste this.
So we're gonna taste this. We'll close out the show with this. I think that's a good way to close out the show.
Yeah, we're gonna
Thank you.
remind you to click like and subscribe, share our posts, do all the things,
Yep.
build our listenership so that so that you can see more of us.
Find Erik Wheeler on Twitter if you want to follow his horse racing bets.
Yeah. Do you wanna shout out a Twitter
At Erik Wheeler.
at Erik Wheeler?
That's it. Easy.
Follow him, follow
God, I
us, do all the things.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
No
Yep.
problem. We still gotta rate this real quick.
Oh, we gotta rate it. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Agave.
Smooth.
Very smooth.
It's smooth, but it's definitely still full flavored. So you can
I'm gonna give that a people's elbow. A 9er. Honestly, for tequila, that's
yeah.
it's like a gold. Yeah. But yeah. Let's make some margaritas with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up with the people's eyebrow.
Oh, nice.
8.5. Thumb up. Liked it a lot. Very
There you go.
smooth. Very smooth.
All right. So I only have one more question left.
What's that?
Steve, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
Eric, did you have a damn good time?
Had a damn good time.
How about you, Cody? Did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time, Steve.
All right, boys. It was a good episode. Love you guys. Love the listeners. Catch you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love you guys.